for the just looked at the playlist on YouTube, and it was around 13 days. Um, the models I didn't make. The environment models are store-bought in the asset store, and let me show them to you. And that's the village exterior kit. Those are all the houses and stuff like that in the world are from this kit. And also the interiors. I have that's his other package here, the village interior kit for interior stuff. That's most of the props in the world. And the characters, yeah, about, yeah. Let me go over here. Do I still have it open? Nope. I don't have that open, so let me go here. Other bookmarks. Oh, damn it. Let me check that. So, I had a nice handy tool over here that here we go. Let's where you can insert the playlist URL and then have a look at that, because I upload all of the stuff to YouTube. Then you can just take the playlist and copy that, throw it in here. Nope, that's not it. Copy, paste, and let's put that to a reasonable number. And this is now calculating the time for the playlist. And oh yeah, the characters I created in Mixamo Fuse or Adobe Fuse, which is kind of a character creator. And I also didn't model them myself, so it's a lot of time that I got kind of faster than normal development if I would create all of it from scratch, kind of. So let's go over here. Yeah, 12 days, 2 hours. That's the playlist, but you have to keep in mind that there are more hours that I spent few more hours not streaming and still working on the project. So I said 13 days roughly, maybe even more, maybe up to 15 days or so. but during that time I kind of redid stuff and threw away other stuff, and it's not all progress, but also some iterations and redoing. So yeah, but that's kind of the state I'm at the moment. Yep. And I mostly spend time world building and a bit of programming, and not really story writing so far. But I'm nearing a stage where I'm kind of done with the basic world building and the basic programming and all the mechanics, so I can go on to something different. No, it's not an RPG. It's the world is way smaller than that, and it's an exploration adventure game. Definitely not Skyrim, no. That's the world we have here, and it's kind of a sandbox where you can explore and talk to people, pick up a few items, and have basic quests in the sense of, okay, you talk to someone and he told you about that he needs beer for instance, and then there's no beer in the village, but he knows that there's a brewery on the other side of the world, of the map basically, and then you can go there and get some beer from there and bring it back to him. So that's kind of the quest you're on. So, and you will get rewarded with just money. You have no stats. You have an inventory. Not sure if I will add in item combinations so that you can kind of craft stuff, but I'm not sure about that yet. So kind of think about games like Firewatch or yeah, something like that. I'm doing this from home, and I'm doing it alone at the moment. And I'm not getting any money for it so far, so I'm unemployed at the moment, sitting at home and working on this for fun, basically. So I'm not working for game studio, game company. I'm just on my own. Yeah. And I need to say that I invested a bit of money in it already and bought a few plugins that I bought the assets, the the environment models and stuff like that, and I bought stuff that helps me build the terrain and populate the terrain with stuff, and also the shaders that create the snow on top here and stuff like that. Let me think about how much did I invest in this project already. Around 300 euro or so. Rough number, I'm not 100% sure, but around 300 euro I invested so far. So if you think of yeah, but one thing that's not in there is the time I spent, and I don't have anything for that, and I still need a lot of stuff to fill the world with life, kind of. So I have a long list of assets I want to have here at some point, just to get more out of the world, like maybe stuff like this to just show them around the world, and fish for the lake, and forest animals, and all that stuff. So still a lot to add to the world, so that the world feels alive, kind of. And I was thinking of maybe adding some kind of compass or mini-map. This Skyrim compass bar here. It's kind of funny that I saw when I saw that. Yep. And now that the basic form of the terrain is done, I need to fill it with interesting stuff to explore and points of interests. Then need to continue the road through this area here and eventually to the brewery and stuff like that. So it's still a long way to go to make the world kind of alive. And like I showed you, I still need to spend a lot of money to get